at 5 starts now.
First, a young life cut short in South Sacramento. Tonight, the Sheriff's Department is investigating after a 2-year-old boy was found dead inside his family's car. Thanks for joining us for Fox 40 News at 5. I'm Allie Wolf.
And I'm Joe Khalil. Now, while it's still unclear how the toddler got inside that vehicle, it does appear that at some point he became trapped as the windows were rolled up. Meanwhile, the temperature inside of that car was too hot for that boy to survive. Fox 40's Doug Johnson joins us live now near Bradshaw and Gerber Roads, not far from where this happened. Doug, no matter how you spin this, just a really tragic situation. What do we know so far?
It certainly is, Joe, and this is just tough for everybody that lives on this street here behind me. A lot of people tell us, a lot of neighbors say they knew this boy. He was very well known because he would be playing out on the street with the other neighborhood kids. People would see him running by. They said he was very adventurous, very nice, very curious, and now everyone just wishes they could have done more to prevent his death.
And next thing you know, see the ambulance coming, the fire truck, and they were running.
Joe Richards knew something was wrong just a few houses down his street on Everbloom Way in South Sacramento.
And as I got up and walked to the sidewalk, I seen, I guess she's the mother. She was laying out on the middle of the street hollering, oh, just hollering and crying, and police trying to, grab her and calm her down, and she was just running around in circles.
The Sacramento County Sheriff's Department says a 2-year-old boy was found inside the family's car Saturday with the windows up, across the street from where he lived. The child was passed out.
Other folks that were there performed life-saving measures, CPR, and other stuff to try to cool the child and bring him back. But unfortunately, those efforts were unsuccessful.
The toddler did not survive.
That's heartbreaking because I didn't even think.
Another neighbor tells us off camera that multiple children also live at that home with their single mother. But Richards and others on the street say the 2-year-old boy was seen often outside of the house on his own.
I be seeing it during the day, running out, coming out the street and running down the street. And then next thing you know, I get to looking and, man, what are parents? And next thing you know, I see somebody running out and grabbing the baby.
According to neighbors, someone who used to live in that home had mobility issues, and the locks were lowered on the front door, but they do not know if that was changed or not. Detectives say it's still unclear how the boy got into the car.
These type of things, unfortunately, we see them every summer.
Police say the tragedy should serve as a warning to all parents. According to the nonprofit Kids in Cars, on average, 37 kids die every year after being trapped in a hot car, and 88% of children who have died from vehicular heat stroke are age 3 or younger.
If we find a dog or any other animal or child in a vehicle unattended and it's hot and they look like they're in distress, we will break the window. And we encourage anyone that finds themselves in that situation to use their good judgment and to move forward and take action if necessary.
Now, another neighbor told us that maybe a week and a half ago, he actually saw that same boy playing in that same car, and he thought that he may have been stuck on that day as well. He actually went and told a sibling, an older sibling of the toddlers, that he was in the car, and that sibling let him out that day. But unfortunately, yesterday, that was not the case. And neighbors tell us that they are going to be holding a vigil here on the street once the sun goes down to honor his memory. Reporting live in South Sacramento tonight, Doug Johnson, Fox 40 News.
Really sad loss, Doug. Thanks so much. And now we want to give you some more information about children and heat stroke from the nonprofit Kids in Cars. Doug mentioned this. About 37 kids die every year after being trapped in a hot car. More than half of the time, it's an accident. Cars heat up very quickly and can reach 125 degrees in a matter of minutes. A child's body overheats 3 to 5 times faster than an adult's, and children have died from heat stroke in cars as cool as 60 degrees.
Well, Sacramento County Sheriff's